Hi, this is Amber Winterborn, and I did Dr. Walqui's Understanding Language Initiative Second Language Acquisition for ELLs. Persuasion across time and space is what she worked with ELL students, working with students in the classroom that aren't ELLs in order to try to strengthen their abilities and test them in a framework that is called scaffolding. So the scaffolding supports their learning in an environment that is beyond their current level, but that fosters students' autonomy, and it's a woven support with the teacher and the other students, and in a step-by-step process. When they're ready to move on, then the scaffolding and the supports are removed, and then they're able to work with other students in order to become better and better at the Common Core standards. There are 5 different lessons, and each of them are 1 week long each. The first one starts off with advertisements. They think that this is a good way of starting off because students are very technologically advanced. They know how to use different modes of media, and so they're familiar with it, and it gets them excited. The second one are speeches. Speeches such as the Gettysburg Address are analyzed to determine what the beginning, the pack, the majority of the information, and the end are, in order to see how the words and potentially the repetition of words are used to promote the key important features of the speech. In this concept, you'll be able to use speeches in order to educate children on what they already know also, so they'll be able to build on their prior knowledge of the Gettysburg Address, and so that initiative allows them to build on that background knowledge and use that prior knowledge in order to expand their understanding. The third week would be describing the 3 appeals. The 3 appeals are logos, argument, constructed, like to actually say, okay, well, what are they trying to get across in their speech, and what arguments are factualized, and what arguments are appealing to the person listening. Pathos, which is textual, the text that's in the elements of the speech and how it brings about emotion, how those texts actually make you feel and actually connect with the speaker. And then ethos is the authority, the person who's doing the speech or the person who wrote the speech, has a certain point to get across and their authority, and whether your ethics, the reader or listener, actually believes in those same points, and how that persuasive text is used. The fourth point, or the fourth class, is on specific language that chooses to make a difference in a text. So the language used, how it is very poignant, how it actually gives you a choice to make, whether you're going to follow them or whether you're not going to follow them. If you have a dream, if you believe that everyone should be treated equally, whatever the points are, and that the person listening to the speech does have a choice on whether they will or will not believe in what that speech maker believes in. And a good speech maker will actually change the viewpoints of their listeners. The fifth is create and critique peers' speeches. So actually create a speech based on different information that you've learned, things that you believe in, and actually get a speech across to your peers, and then have them critique you so that you can become better and better. One of the things that I thought was really interesting about this is that it can actually follow logic throughout the text, like how they bring about this change in somebody's beliefs, and then connect to the world, how it can be used as a model to engage students, like how these speeches have changed students' minds or people's minds, and how people can use speeches or different ways of trying to promote changes in mindsets, and that these students have the same abilities as other students in the classroom. ELLs can talk a lot when they're using this technique, because they have the ability to like really analyze the words that they don't understand, and so there's not misunderstoods. And they can also work with difficult tasks, because they have a week or even longer to really go through the entire thing and talk with other students about it and see how they perceive what was the intentions of the speaker. Understanding the nature of learning, it's important to test them beyond their current levels, but to nourish the student's voice, like actually saying you can be a speaker, you can write beautiful speeches that change people's viewpoints. So this Dr. Walqui's persuasion across time and space, and the scaffolding and the woven support is really important to test people beyond their current level in order to show them that they do have the ability to be in a regular classroom. So I hope this video was helpful. Thank you very much for your time, and I will start asking some questions now, so hopefully you paid attention. And done.